Welcome to ThinkStack 101, where we break down tech and AI in simple human language. If you're curious about how we got from dusty old mainframes to talking AIs like ChatGPT, stay with me till the end. You'll never look at AI the same way again. What do we mean by AI before ChatGPT? When I say AI before ChatGPT, I'm talking about everything that happened roughly from the 1950s to 2022. Long before friendly chatbots and AI image generators, AI was playing chess and winning solving scientific problems, helping doctors diagnose diseases, deciding which emails were spam, picking what movies and videos you see next. Most of this AI was invisible, running quietly in the background. No fancy chat interface, no viral screenshots, just working. The first dreamers. AI is born 1950s to 1960s. The story starts with a simple but crazy question. Can a machine think like a human? In the 1950s, a few scientists took that question very seriously. In 1950, Alan Turing suggested a test. If you talk to a machine and can't tell it's a machine, maybe it's intelligent. That became known as the Turing test. In 1956, a group of researchers met at a summer workshop called the Dartmouth Conference. There, they officially named this new field artificial intelligence. That meeting is often called the birth of AI. Soon after, researchers built the perceptron, an early learning machine that could spot simple patterns. Another program called Eliza pretended to be a therapist by reflecting users' sentences back to them in a clever way. It didn't really understand anything, but people still felt emotionally heard. The mood back then? Wild optimism. Some experts even said machines might match human intelligence in a couple of decades. Yeah, that didn't quite happen. When the hype crashed, AI Winter's reality hit hard. Those early systems worked in tiny, clean toy worlds. But real life was messy. Machines struggled outside carefully controlled problems. Governments and companies realized progress was slower than promised. So what happened? We had AI Winters, times when funding was cut, projects were canceled, AI got a bad reputation. People started saying, AI is over, it failed. But here's the twist. Even during these winters, researchers quietly kept going. They worked on new ideas like probabilistic reasoning and better learning algorithms, things that later became crucial for modern AI. AI goes to work, expert systems and everyday tools. While some people were giving up on AI, others were putting it to work in very practical ways. In the 1970s and 80s, we saw expert systems. Programs like Dendril helped chemists analyze molecules. Mycin helped doctors choose antibiotics for infections. These systems captured human expert knowledge and rules and used it to make recommendations. They weren't perfect, but in some narrow tasks, they matched or beat average human performance. Then, in the 1990s and 2000s, AI slipped into tools we use every day. Spam filters in your email, credit card fraud detection systems that predict stock markets, search engines deciding what to show you. First recommendation engines saying, you might also like. Most people never called this AI. To them, it was just Google being smart, or Netflix knowing my taste. But behind the scenes, AI was working hard. Man versus machine, game-changing moments. Some of the most dramatic AI moments happened on a public stage, games. 1997, Deep Blue versus Garry Kasparov, IBM's chess computer beat the world champion. For many people, that was the first time they really thought, wow, a machine can beat the best human. 2011, IBM Watson on Jeopardy! Watson read complex quiz questions, searched huge amounts of text, and buzzed in with answers faster than human champions. 2016, AlphaGo versus Lee Sedol. Google DeepMind's AlphaGo learned to play the board game Go, which is far more complex than chess. It defeated one of the world's best players, Lee Sedol. Some of its moves were so strange and brilliant that human experts said, it's like playing against an alien genius. These weren't just party tricks. They proved that with enough data, learning, and computing power, AI could reach or surpass experts in very complex tasks. The deep learning explosion, 2010s. The real AI explosion happened when three things came together: huge amounts of data, images, text, audio, videos from the internet, powerful hardware, GPUs that could crunch numbers fast, deep neural networks, algorithms that could learn many layers of patterns. Big milestones. In 2012, a deep neural network crushed previous records in an image recognition challenge called ImageNet. Suddenly, AI could recognize objects in photos with impressive accuracy. Voice assistants got much better. Systems behind Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant started understanding speech more reliably. New models called GANs started generating realistic fake images, including faces that don't belong to any real person. In 2017, a new architecture called the Transformer changed language modeling. It made it possible to train very large models on huge text collections. This led to models like GPT-3, released in 2020. GPT-3 could write essays, stories, emails, code, all from short prompts. Then, in 2022, ChatGPT put that power into a simple chat window, and the world finally noticed. Myths versus reality. Clearing the confusion. Let's clear up a few myths about old AI. Myth 1: AI is new. It started with ChatGPT. Reality: AI has been around since the 1950s. ChatGPT is just the latest and most visible chapter. Myth 2: early AI was already human level. Reality: it was very good at narrow tasks, chess, maths problems, specific diagnoses, but it had no general understanding of the world. Myth 3: old AI didn't learn, modern AI does. Reality: learning from data has been around for decades. What changed is the scale. More data, bigger models, faster hardware. Myth 4: AI means humanoid robots. Reality: most AI has always been software, running in servers, apps, and tools, not walking robots. How movies shaped our feelings about AI. Our emotional reactions to AI don't come only from science, they also come from stories. Movies like The Terminator and The Matrix taught us to fear AI taking over. Films like Her and AI asked whether we could love an AI and whether it could love us back. Stories about killer robots and evil supercomputers shaped how many people see AI even today. At the same time, real events like AI beating humans in games or algorithms influencing social media feeds made these questions feel less like fiction and more like headlines. So by the time ChatGPT arrived, the world was already emotionally loaded with hopes and fears about AI. Why this history matters. So, why does any of this matter to you? Because when you understand the history, you see ChatGPT not as magic, but as the result of decades of trial and error. You understand why people warn about hype and AI winters. You can think more clearly about where AI should and shouldn't be used. You can appreciate how many small, quiet breakthroughs built today's sudden revolution. The short version? AI before ChatGPT was quieter, narrower, and mostly invisible, but it laid every brick that today's AI is standing on, at last. If you found this journey through AI's past helpful, imagine what we can explore next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who thinks AI started in 2022. This is ThinkStack 101, helping you understand the tech that's shaping your tomorrow, one simple story at a time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.